with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Where in New York can one find a woman with grace, elegance, taste, and culture? A woman suitable for a king. Queens.
Sometimes I have to fight because my mouth too slick. I know that's right.
It's Jonesy in the morning on 94.7 The Block.
Rise and grind, people. Rise and grind. Hey, Trav.
Yes, mama.
Happy Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody, welcome. Shout out to the live. We on Miss Jones' official live today on Instagram. At least until they kick us off. They always do. But I logged on because I was in there because freaking Ray J was ranting all night long. And then we talked on the text and just a lot. So we, of course, will get into the Ray J rant. It's still wet out, so please give yourself a little extra time because I was sliding and slipping and almost turning over, trying to come around the turn on the Garden State Parkway, child. Yes, hunty, yes. And I had a great weekend, thank you. Both my sons had wins, dubs as they call it. Big shout out to Big Red. I'll shout them out later. I usually don't shout out Jalen's school, but they deserved it because they went hard. And Che, let me call him and wake his ass up. Happy first official week down, right, of school. And I think is this week 4 for us, Trav?
The start of week 4, yes.
Wow, and our keys still work. All right, let's get into Coco Chanel's mix from Friday. And then we got a new one, every day at 9 o'clock. It's Jonesy in the morning.
The legendary
It's the Jonesy in the Morning Show. DJ Coco Chanel in the mix, coming to a close. My time is up, but don't forget tomorrow you can tune in to me and catch me 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's how it goes down every Saturday. All right, Jonesy, I'm passing it back to you.
Yes, as you can tell, that was a previous morning mix. That's Friday's mix, but we like to give you a taste in case you missed it, right? Why not? It's so good. Feels so good. Hey, it's Coco. Feels so good. Thank you, Coke. So the next mix with Coco will be at 9 a.m. Coming up in Hood/Good News. For those of you that watch, that's not Hood News. A mother is filing a police report after her 5-year-old son claims that a teacher's aide choked him. Welcome back to school. New York, did y'all know that there's a state of emergency being declared over the polio spread? We'll talk about that. And how about, oh my God, remember last week, Jay was starting school, my son, and he called because he forgot to give me a sheet to sign. I was in the middle of a talk break, but I see my kid calling, so I'm like, funk that. Let me pick up from my kid. So I tell him to just forge my signature. Good morning, Dr. Fiorello. His principal heard. Obviously, he listens to the show. Pulled Jay to his side and said,
That's what you get.
you don't have to be a forger, young man. Ooh, we'll talk about it. It's all going down on Jonesy in the morning. Good morning, Danny Z, Mo, and JoJo Keys. Good morning. 29 here, 6:29 on Jonesy in the morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the week. And if you're coming off of a birthday weekend, happy birthday. You celebrated it with Kay Sherrill. These are people, important people to me that are on our live stream every day, or just about every day. Akil, that's Trev's friend too. Say happy birthday to your friend, Trev.
Happy birthday, Mr. Williams.
Yep. Jay Young is 45 today in the chat. Ooh, ooh. And my friend and owner of Desirables Accessories, Stacy Mitchell. So we all know school has started within the past week or so. Already out in Texas, it's jumping off. A mother had to file a police report after her 5-year-old son claimed that the teacher's aide choked him. She said her son Cameron had a scratch on his neck and she was going to clean it up because the skin had been broken. It was like a nail print, like the rounding of a nail. She recalled her son had made recent remarks about a teacher. Gotta listen, pay attention. But at the time, she didn't think much of his complaints. But when he got home, He told his mother that the teacher choked him out after she told him he couldn't go to the bathroom. He said he didn't want to pee himself, and then he ran out of the classroom to use the restroom. That's how she ended up coming in the restroom and choked him. No, you didn't follow him into the... The next day, or the previous day, he came home with sores and scratches behind his ear. You got to check your child. Check your children. Which is insane. That you have to go through these lengths. You just can't go through their book bag and check for their homework and letters for you, parents. You have to check them for scratches and bite marks. He had been coming home saying, that teacher. So let's see what the school does or the board does. And, Dr. Fiorello, by the way. No, I'll keep this private. That's Shay's principal. I'll keep it private. I'll call you later, boo. Hey, Dr. Fiorello. Hey, boo. Hey. Good morning. New York. What is going on? There's a state of emergency over the spread of polio. Do you guys have... Didn't we have a vaccine for this? They're detecting in wastewater samples, Rockland County, Orange County, Sullivan, New York City, and now Nassau. So now they're giving extra polio vaccines across the state, but didn't we have this managed years ago? They want all children to get at least 4 doses of the polio vaccine. Parents, please make sure that your kids are covered and protected. I thought we had this managed years ago. And I don't know how it comes, how you get polio, or how it even gets in water. I'm not even going to sit up here and pretend. That's not my forte. I could make up a great jingle about polio and make you laugh all day. But just go to your pediatrician and you go to your primary and find out about this. But I thought for sure we had shots for polio mandatory shots for polio when we were kids. And that monkeypox, it's kind of died. I don't know if it's died down, but we're not hearing about it as much. But I'm believing that if you were born before 1972, and this might have been a made-up story I heard in the news also. This might be fake news. The vaccine you got for smallpox supposedly would cover you for the monkeypox. I don't know. But can we freaking clap it up for the wealthy people in Greenwich Village? They got so fed up with the crime in the neighborhood and in their actual neighborhood of Greenwich Village that they put their money together and hired armed security. I hear they got the security from the tunnel to come and man their streets and hold them down. That's crazy. They said there's too much crack smoking and public defecation and drug dealing and all that foolishness. So the West 4th 6 Block Association has security officers strapped with pistols. Yep, I'm pretty sure this is the security from the tunnel. Or at least from Harlem Day. Drew Hill sound like Drew Hill security too. You go ahead. Go ahead and take care of your own block. This is what it comes down to. When I came around the building today, Trev, I don't know if you saw 3 big chunks of doo-doo.
Nah, I was trying to avoid all the rats.
Oh my God, the rats!
Every day, it's too much.
It is. Mayor Eazy-E, you got some splaining to do. But I liked your outfit this weekend. We need to do like a fashion profile on the mayor every day. Because every day is a new day. But that earring in your ear, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. That makes me want to call you Justice Allah. That makes me want to give you the mathematics. Today's mathematics is, what's the date anyway?
The 12th.
Today's mathematics is knowledge wisdom.
All being born.
All being born. This is so inside right now. This. Let me make this fair to everybody. Right. Let me try to make everybody be a part of this conversation right now. So back in the day, no, forget it. It's too much.
Yeah,
back in the day, Somebody call. That's part of the the gods and the earths. Because I'm a former member, but I can't even tell you.
Oh, yeah?
Only because my little 13-year-old boyfriend at the time, oh my God, Shay, don't be listening to this, had me be his earth. And I had to learn mathematics and all of that stuff. But it was Trev, can you explain it to people?
It's basically every number.
No, about the movement. Like how, what is it a movement of? The gods and the earth.
It's basically a offshoot of the Nation of Islam that was founded by Clarence 13X.
Go ahead, Trev. Right. And so back in the 80s, a lot of young black men and young girls, they took a kin to this. And part of the religious study was learning what they call mathematics. And each day has a date, and those numbers had significance. So, for example, the number 1 is knowledge. Number 2 is wisdom. Number 3, I think, is cultural understanding. And 4 is cultural freedom. 5 is power
or refinement.
6 was equality. 7 is God. 8 is build or destroy. 9 is
born. And
10 is 1 and 0.
0 cipher.
Trev, you better listen. You are my spirit animal. What?
I'm close to the lot of gods and earths.
Oh, okay. Peace to the gods and earth. So I said last week, if you were in middle school or high school in the 80s, when your little black friends started not sitting with you at the lunch table anymore, chances are it's because they got the knowledge and they were becoming a 5%er. But good morning to all the 5%ers out there. And when we come back, baby, ooh, Ray J, you know, Brandy's brother. Oh, he's on the takedown, the tear down, Kris Jenner. Baby, when we return. 6:41 here on Jonesy in the Morning, or should I say, equality, cultural freedom, wisdom. That's 6:42, right? So nice. We're going to be explaining this for every new listener that comes in. We have to keep on explaining what the gods and the earth are, but not necessarily because I have to shift gears really quickly. I just saw hold on. I got a call. The only person that I know would have $28,000 in cash this time in the morning. This is bad. Don't worry about my life.
Hello?
Mitch.
Yeah.
Hey, boo. Hey. I'm sorry to bother you this early, but do you have $28,000? I know you be singing on the weekends and throwing down and stuff on the mic. You have $28,000 that you could wire me real quick, and I'll give it back to you.
Okay, because I'm not even going to ask why.
No, because they just took all the $28,000 out of R. Kelly's commissary account. And you're not going to be emptying up. No, you're not doing backyard. No, you're not going to do him this way. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough already.
So, I can't pay it back in one lump sum, but can you just figure it out for me? Because this is just, and then we got to figure out how to get up there. We got to get up there. She laughs. She wants no parts of this. Bye. I already know that's a no. Whenever people laugh, when you ask them, bye, Mitch, have a good day. Whenever you ask somebody for money and they laugh, that's not a sure. That's a them thinking nervously behind real quick what to tell you and how to let you down easily. Well, that's what we're going to talk about in Jonesy's Juice. Because I know a lot of y'all hate R. Kelly, but I feel like it's not my job to hate anybody except for Mary and Beyonce. No, I'm kidding. I don't hate them. I don't. I really don't. But you can't just keep on. He's going to kill himself if y'all don't stop. Redirect this anger and fury over R. Kelly to this dude, Eric, from The Bachelor. Or is it The Bachelorette? From The Bachelorette, who decided to dressing up in blackface is the thing to do. Let's get into his behind when we return. Exactly. 6:44 on Jonesy in the morning. I like the music here on 94.7 The Block, New York's #1 for throwbacks. Good morning, I'm Jonesy. Welcome. Don't forget that the Toyota HBCU New York Football Classic is upon us. Now, Trev's kid goes to Howard University, so they're going to be taking on Morehouse College from the A at MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands. That's this Saturday, September 17th. Tickets are available at HBCUNYFC.com. We will see you there. The block will be there officially in the building in a little wrapped van. We taking it back. We the throwback station, so we can do stuff like that. We can wrap our vans and be okay with it. And don't start wrapping y'all's vans now. Be the first. We the only one throwing it back regularly. All right, so speaking of the sports and the football, I think the Eagles won. Ooh, yes. You can hate me now. I'm a New York fan overall, but I am a strong Eagles fan because I love Philly and all about Philly and all about the Eagles. And I think they won. You will never get accurate sports accounting from me unless Che tells me. And he told me yesterday while we were checking out in Target. Now, in Little League football, if you call it that, the Mattawan Huskies. Yes, Coach Charlie Rogers and Coach Jamil Hill brought my son and his team to victory twice this weekend. First time was against the Northeast Broncos in Newark. And yesterday was against Montclair. Now, I don't want to do scores because the pendulum swings both ways. And just because we had a great weekend this time, I don't want to have to do scores if the pendulum should swing in the opposite direction one weekend, right? I mean, 28-0 and 46-0. It's nothing to sneeze at, though. So, hey, Boos, hey, Huskies, keep it up. And Jalen's team, go Big Red. Coach Poe, let me tell you something. They won 47-20-something. My kids is on fire. What? My kids is on fire this weekend. And then they had a brawl in the bathroom. Oh, my God. I don't be liking to tell family business, but I need y'all's help. It was a stupid brawl. So after the game, Jalen asked if he could come home for the weekend. Of course, I'm never going to tell my son, no, you're at boarding school for a reason. Plus, it ain't even far like that. It's like only 20 minutes away. He the only one that thinks he's real far. So he brought some friends. And I'm like, you know your room is in the same condition it was in when you packed up and left, right? And he gagged a little like, but usually you or you have somebody. Well, I ain't have somebody and I ain't clean that room. So he comes upstairs and he sees that Che has taken over the bathroom and the bathroom is a mess. And he's like, I cleaned this bathroom when I left for school. And I'm like, that was like over a month ago. Like, but Che be spreading out. He's got a speaker here. He's got, you know what? I'll hold on to the rest of this story and put it inside of Jonesy's Juice at 710. Everybody keep it where you got it. It's 94.7 The Block.
What is going on with Kanye West now?
Jonesy, I know you got it. Did you hear about the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Scandalous, girl. Jonesy, I know you want to spill the tea.
Yo, you got the juice now, man.
Always had the juice. Always. So, Trev, to wrap up the little story of the brawl in my house between Che and Jalen, Jalen was pissed off because he brought friends home for the weekend and the upstairs bathroom was a mess. And instead of Che, when he stepped to him and said, I cleaned it before I left, instead of Che just saying, chill, I'll straighten it up, he goes, this is my bathroom now.
He's the older one or younger one?
Che's the younger one. He's got so much bravado. Like, he's got that. And Jalen was not having it. He just went in for and then Che came back, and I tried to get in between and got knocked upside my head because nobody listens to me. But that was crazy. I had to call the friend. I was like, Charlie, come help me. How you calling your child's friend from boarding school He was probably traumatized.
But who won the fight?
I called I don't know, because it really, I mean, it was, I don't know, because it wasn't really, it was just like pushing, and they knocked down the rack that I have that holds all the body washes and stuff in their bathroom. That got knocked down. Phones went flying. And I'm trying to get in between them both, but they are so let me just tell you that my son Jalen is 6'2.5" and 285 pounds. Shay is, I think, 5'11" and 180, 185, maybe, you know, he goes up and down. He cuts when it's time for wrestling season. Those Negroes are big. And they're thick. And me and my fat ass, see, fat ain't the same as thick and Diesel. I'm just getting tossed around and long story short, I separated them. I let Jalen hold my car so he could go out of the house with his friends. And then yesterday on our way to the football game, Che and I had a conversation. And then when I drove Jalen back to school last night, we had a little one. I don't want to put his business out there in front of his two friends, but child. All right, so look, in Jonesy's Juice, did you guys know that when Queen Elizabeth called the family for her last hours, that Meghan Markle was disinvited? She probably wouldn't have wanted to go anyway, but the shade of it all. How dare you? That means that even in the Queen's last hours, she was still being dark and unfriendly. But I think Meghan Markle had the last word, because I saw a picture of her dressed up in the same outfit that Princess Diana wore. It was a black hat giving very black and white Hollywood actress. And it was the same exact outfit. So if the Queen's spirit was able to see that, she died again. So Meghan Markle had the last laugh. And they're saying that because of all of the dissension and all the bad press that Prince Charles, now King Charles, has going on, that he better not play with those black babies and he better give them their prince and princess-ship. Ip with a P. All right, so your Bachelorette finalist, Eric Schwer, they found pictures of him in blackface. He apologizes for it, says it was nothing but ignorance. But when y'all go on these shows, do you not realize that people are going to dig up and try and find stuff? He's got an afro. It's just, if you wanted to be black so bad, Eric, try graduating at the top of your class. Right? Surpass your peers at your workplace without flexing your privilege. Those are just a couple of ways that you can get closer to being black. R. Kelly has been ripped of the money in his commissary. Commissary is the money in prison that you use to buy things for yourself to maintain. $28,000 of his commissary has been emptied out to pay off fines and restitution to his victims. I don't even know if that's fair to do. They said the board of BOP, what is that? Bureau of Prisons confiscated the funds, urging the immediate return of the money. Once restitution is determined by the court, the clerk should apply the monies held in interest-bearing accounts first. 900. Yeah, Kelly's lawyer Jennifer said we plan to appeal. So I've been over here trying to gather my thoughts around the audio rant of Ray J, Brandy's brother Ray J, star of Lovin' Hip Hop Hollywood, right? He went on a rant on social media this weekend admitting or exposing the fact that the sex tape that launched the entire Kardashian Tran billion-dollar empire was all a plan by Kris Jenner. So we have the audio clips, but I just want to say I always knew it was something about them gypsy chicks. And y'all just fall in line. Whatever they do, if they say get a wide behind, y'all line up and go and get your asses stretched. If they say it's time to get thin, which she's doing now, getting Wilma Flintstone waistline, y'all be doing that. We about to have the Flintstones out here, female Flintstones, because y'all keep following Kim Kardashian. But yeah, he was basically saying that Kris Jenner, now they're trying to accuse Ray J of, is it abusing Kim? I don't watch that foolishness, so I don't know exactly what it is, but they're turning on him, and he's had enough. Go ahead, Trev, just let the clips go.
I'm looking at somebody mama lying and just really just laughing at like, you're gonna try to crush my career, make me look stupid when you know you was the mastermind, and then go out to dinner later and eat with your rich friends, huh? It's just like, well, we him over again. We always Ray over. He's our little like scapegoat when we want to just feel like we like special and somebody hurt us. Like, stop, like, you got me up. I start to think to myself, all right, if you already believe what these people are saying about me is true, then what the what do I gotta lose? Then to tell my truth and tell you what it really is, like, and I'm not telling you, I'm telling this, so when my kids grow up, they know the truth.
So apparently things went sour. He was all for it all these years, keeping the secret. He goes on in his rants to say, not only was Kris Jenner the mastermind behind the whole sex tape thing. Now, mind you, Kris Jenner was best friend to Nicole Brown Simpson, OJ's ex-wife. And I only say that to give you guys perspective or insight as to her character, the crowd of people that she hung around. Trev, you're looking like you need to wrap me up. You need to wrap me up? Or we have time for another clip? Or can we come back with more clips from Ray J?
We got time for one more, and then we got to wrap.
Then hit it, please.
You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talks about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Kris, you know you ran the play.
Kris Jenner ran the play. She is the reason, the master manipulator. But when we come back and we play the rest of the clips, you will see what part Kanye played in this. Reggie Bush, Chris Humphries, y'all dodged the Kardashian bullet. We'll be back. It's 7:19 on it's Jonesy in the morning. Miss Jones in the morning. Jonesy in the AM. I forgot. I'm sorry. 7:27. It's Jonesy in the morning. 94.7 The Block. Mary J. Blige's Good Morning Gorgeous tour. It's hitting the Barclay. We coming to Brooklyn October 20th. And it's going to be at Newark at the Prudential Center on October 23rd. That's a Sunday. I know that because that's my son Shay's birthday. And it's going to be at Newark at the Prudential Center on October 23rd. That's a Sunday. I know that because that's my son Shay's birthday. He turns 14. Tickets are at Ticketmaster. And your last chance to win your way in happens at 4 p.m. with Shelly Wade. But you know what, Trev?
Yes, ma'am.
Go on her folder and steal them tickets. And let's give them away now. Take them, Trev. That is just you hitting buttons. You're not really stealing. You think I don't know the sound of a steal? Of a theft? Let's give away Shelly's tickets.
I'll get in there.
I know you will, but please don't. All right, the live just went down. I had to go back up. If in case you're on the app, the Odyssey app is popping. You can catch us by downloading AUDACY, or you can watch us live stream at Only Jonesy Official on Instagram. Jonesy is Jones, the name with a Y, official. In the middle of Ray J, who's threatening to sue Kim Kardashian and the whole Kardashian clan, claiming that they've made an empire off his back. Now they're trying to make an empire off of Kanye's back, all the while making him look like a fool he feels. These are Ray J's words, not that of myself or the block. And we have audio clips, so let's run them, Trev.
Y'all sued Steve Hirsch, that's a lie. $5 million, you never got $5 million. You can't print those documents up, they don't exist. You never got no money from Steve, you got $400,000, just like I got $400,000. We signed the contract the same day. You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it. So guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, that called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it?
She's a G. Responsible Jonesy would say, I'm appalled. I could never watch my kid have a sex tape, having sex. But the G in me says, if they gonna be having sex anyway, let me get in there and direct it so I can make coin for my gypsy daughter and her many lovers and set this empire up the right way. Take yourself out of it. Get out of responsible Trev. Trev got his eyebrows scrunched
Looking at
up.
you crazy.
No, I'm saying she knows they have no other talent. She comes from a background of she don't have any talent. She drove Crazy Man into a dress. The Olympic gold medalist drove him into a dress. A bulletproof dress, I might add. So what else? Where else was she gonna? The other husband, the lawyer, the OJ lawyer, he's no longer. Passed away. Rest in peace. So what was she gonna do? Put them hoes on the stroll. Hey, we all have one good sex tape in us. At least she got in front of it. No? Still no? Just go back to Ray J then.
You watched it and made a decision, and then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud. Google John Grogan right now. Look what pops up. First thing that pops up is how to beat the lie detector test. This is a fraud. He don't even have a license. He uses somebody else's license. So they think they can just run that play. Everybody say, oh, it's over with, and then they move on with their life and keep on people. Not no more, dog. Like, no more, dog. I don't need your money. I don't want you to call me and try to stop me. Like, I want to sue you. I want to sue every network. I want to sue the dude that did the lie detector test, the host, because the host didn't know. He doing what he thought was facts.
I hope. Does anybody have proof of life of Ray J this morning? Because this is too much. He's exposing the entire scheme that launched the whole Kardashian fame. And I don't know if it matters at this point, because Ray, you might have sat on this a little too long. People don't care. You could have saved Ye. He could have saved Kanye from what's going to be the meltdown of all meltdowns. And we're watching that meltdown play out in real time. Make no mistake. But once again, we've all got at least one good sex tape in us. And if our mom can't get in front of it and set it up right for us, who else could? That was so left. You know she was best friends with Nicole Brown Simpson, right? I'm just saying, birds of a feather. Kris Jenner has always been about that coin. And then Ray J said something about, you see what they did to Blac Chyna, right? He said, you're not getting me like that. You got the other clip? You have another clip for me?
There's a couple more.
Come on, hit it.
I talked to the homegirl Keisha Cole. She like, man, I didn't forgive you. I forgot about it or whatever. But you my homie. But I always had this dark thing about what you did, so it always made me hesitate on like really with you because of the morals behind the overall situation. So forgot or whatever they did. Let's just move on. Whatever happened, Ray, whatever. Like, no. Nah, we gonna clear this up.
Well, the morals are still in question, Ray J. That you can't get beyond. I mean, even the night Whitney died, you were in the building. Like, supposedly, she was arguing with Stacey over you. So you know, Ray J's just, and I love him. He is my friend, but he's always in a place, a questionable place. And again, I don't know if he waited too long. But I'm enjoying the whole expose. We'll come back with more of that and more of you. Oh, good morning to Erin. Hey, good morning, Erin from Century Dental in Jackson, New Jersey. I heard that you listen, and I wanted to say good morning to you. Monique is your patient, and she told me they listen. So good morning, everybody at Century Dental. It's Jonesy in the morning on 94.7 The Block. Produce a sex tape for me. Back when I was on Power 99 in Philly.
I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing over here.
Yeah, no, and I'm totally throwing you up. It was a skit. I was calling him, and he got real with it. I was trying to do one of my on-air, let's catch him on multiple tapings so that she could allegedly choose the perfect or the best version of the sex tape to be distributed. And I think that is what the Kardashian wealth was built upon. We have more audio clips of Ray J.
If I put the tape out on you and you sued Steve Hirsch, why you didn't sue me? You didn't even sue me. You didn't sue me for criminal. You didn't sue me for you didn't sue me for nothing. You know why? Because you, my friend, and Chris were the front runners. How did I meet Steve Hirsch? Kris Jenner, Joe Francis. What up, Joe? Joe is Girls Gone Wild. Shout out to Joe Francis. He the one that connected Steve Hirsch to Chris, and Chris connected me with Steve Hirsch. So, you know, in court, when y'all get subpoenaed, y'all got to tell the truth. It's 4 years with perjury. 4 years, right? Ain't gonna lie for y'all, yo. They not lying for y'all.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Go ahead, Trev. You've got more audio.
Yes,
he was ranting all weekend long. Every time I looked up, somebody was sharing the live.
It's not about the money. What it's about is about you being the devil. Like, you're the devil. How can you be 64, comment and say, man, tell Kanye to keep my name out his mouth? It really stresses me out. But you've been stressing my mama and my daddy and my sister and them out this whole time by lying about me for no reason. You already rich. Y'all want to get richer and just off? Like, for real? I literally was like, yo, I'm just going to sue y'all and I'm not going to ever say nothing. I said something on the Daily Mail because I had to defend myself for my board on my own company, Raycon, because we got women on the board. We got women staff, and they were very concerned about the allegations that Kim was telling me. So I had to tell my truth to save my seat on my own company.
They went too far now. Not women on the Raycon board. That's where I draw the line. How dare they? How dare you? As if the world isn't troubling enough. Women on the Raycon board? Really? Really? That's what we doing, Kim? That's what we doing. I mean, whatever it took, I'm glad that Ray J is speaking his truth. Because for one, it's giving me great content for you guys this morning. Number two, he's probably going to call in. No, maybe not, because I just laughed at the Raycon board. Guys, go out and support him and order those Raycon earbuds. I know I'm going to. Because I got a big tickle. We have any more audio?
Yes.
Kanye came and got the laptop from me. It was all kind of on there. And then you say you got it. And then you come out and say there was nothing on there. Then why are you happy? Why does that put that to rest if I gave you a computer and ain't nothing on there? What the you happy about? You're just doing a storyline so could just be entertained and then you keep moving. Next week we're going to get rid of him. Next week it'll be Pete. Next week it'll be Kanye. Like, no, it's you. Next week it won't be me.
That is Sonia's son. Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, the Kardashians, they have gone too far this time. They done made Ray J have to come out swinging. Who'da thunk? All it took was some females on the Raycon board to raise up. Child, it's 94.7 The Block, New York's #1 for throwbacks and Jonesy in the morning. You don't never know what's happening next here. 7:53 is your time here on Jonesy in the morning. Trev, we popping. We are pop. You know we are popping. This is our 4th week, and we are popping.
No, you popping. I'm just guiding the ship.
No, you're flying the plane, and you're doing a great job. I accept.
Thank you.
All the drinks have been served. Those disgustingly dirty menus have been passed out, and people are buying those cheese kits, those little artisan cheese kits. Thank you. Thank you. Apparently, Chris Lee, owner of Ace Dry Cleaners, he's my favorite dry cleaner in town, is listening and agrees with you. Hey, boo, hey. It's all in the second hey. Hey, boo, hey, Chris. Thanks for listening to the block. We grown over here. Although we just came out of some messy mess with Ray J. I love it all day. It was, for those of you just joining us, we have audio clips that we'll play again at 8:25 of Ray J just exposing the whole sex tape beginning of the Kardashian, what do you call it? Their billionaire status. And people in the live, the Only Jonesy official live, are saying it's the curse of the Kardashians. They did it to Lamar Odom. They do it to all the guys that they get with. But you know what? The guys get what they get, and they don't get upset because you knew what it was. Everybody, I don't know one person that didn't warn any of those guys against those Kardashians. So you get what you get, and you don't get upset. And that's that. That is such a little parent thing. I've been in the house too long, guys. I just want to say that while I love my children, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate when I say we love our children, we want the best for them, we want to be there. But sometimes you just need to be out amongst adults. Even if just for cocktails. Hey, Kim Giles, I'll see you for cocktails on the 26th. Good morning. Just to be with you. And I'm not talking about going out with your husband or going out with your wife. Just you before you met your kids, before you met your boo. And it's okay. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're not being a good parent because you still want to. Let me tell you about this that I used to be friends with or was trying to be friendly with. Lord, please forgive me, because do we have time, Trev? Do you want me to hold that thought? Because I'm about to go in on this Big Bird chick.
If you're going to go in, then
Big Doofy, Big Bird. Oh, no, because she tried to make me feel like I was a bad mom because of my desire to get back to work or get back to, doing for me. She really and there are women out there maybe even men, but more so women out there all the time that have avoided their own busy in the office, in the classroom, in the whatever they are lives, but try to project onto us that we're stay at home and make us feel like the minute we venture out or try to send a resume or look into a position or anything outside of the realm of the house, that there's something wrong with that. Funk that. Matter of fact, get the funk that up. It's a Funk That Monday. I declare today is a Funk That Monday. Ray J started it off. We're just continuing on the trend. It's Jonesy in the morning. Keep it where you got it.
Keep rocking.
York's number one for throwbacks.
94.7 The Block.
WXBK FM in HD1 Newark. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Turn the radio up. Jonesy here. She's your queen to be.
From your speakers to your eardrum.
I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Where in New York can one find a woman with grace, elegance, taste, and culture? A woman suitable for a king. Queen.
Sometimes I have to fight because my mouth too slick. I know that's right.
It's Jonesy in the morning on 94.7 The Block.
It is 8:01, 1 minute after 8 here on Jonesy in the morning. Happy Monday, people. If you want to shout out your kids that successfully completed their first week of school, now is the time. You can join us at Only Jonesy Official. That's the live stream on IG that I just took upon myself to do. And it's working out. We've got about 178 people in here now. And it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. All right, there's only 60. But we're manifesting. Some manifesting Mondays. And I need that funk, that music. Because I was going to... Lord, you know your child is a work in progress. But sometimes I have to put it in check. So we'll have grown folk talk. That's a little heads up. For those of you that have your kids in the car and you're about to drop them off, I'll tone it down. I'll try to keep it as light and fluffy for your Monday morning as can be. Really light and fluffy. No more Ray J sex tape talk. Bad girl. Thank God for the Raycon board. Thank God. Trev. Ray J said the only reason why he's exposing the Kardashians is because they are pissing off the women on his Raycon board.
You're always trying to pull me into your mess.
No, because you're the one that got the clips. Did you not hear him say he was doing it for his kids?
Yes, I did.
The truth comes out. Two sides to Ray. I love it. All right, we'll get into those clips, and we'll also open up phone lines for you for those shout outs for your children or your teachers. Good morning, Dr. Fiorello. That's Shay's principal, who heard me telling him to forge my signature on his paperwork last week. Who knew he listened? I should have known. Who doesn't listen to the block, baby? It's 94.7, New York's #1 for throwbacks. All over the place, because it's a lot already on a Monday. I didn't even get to tell y'all about my weekend, really. Oh, my goodness. So it started out with drinks, impromptu with my girlfriends Friday. So, of course, Friday is the ultimate nap day. We're wrapping up the week. I go home, and I get to nap, right? And then I get the text. I hear the buzz, 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 buzz. Let's go to Tommy's. Oh, which one? Oh, blah, blah. And we go, me, Monique, and Faye. They are principals and vice principals. I told you most of my friends are principals. And we're eating and we're laughing and we're having a good time. And it was just what I needed. It wasn't too much. And then we all realized that we're yawning. And even though I had just woken up from a nap, that it was bedtime. This is like, there's something that goes along with being this age. Naps are a requirement.
Yes, ma'am.
And bedtime for bongo. How would you say?
I said, I concur.
Yeah. Naps are a requirement. And I refuse to be shamed for needing a nap. A nap helps me get through my day and and have a night. But I still need to be in warm, cozy pajamas by 10 p.m. 10 p.m. I need to be in my house. So I'm all for day parties, in and out, and be laid out from overdoing it on the mimosas. So it was a good weekend, and then the football game started with Jalen's team. Shout out to Big Red and Coach Poe. They defeated some team from Maryland. I think the score was 47-20 something. And then Chase, I had to drop him up in Newark, go down to Princeton for Jalen's game, and then Shay's game started 2 hours late, but they won. They beat the Northeast Broncos 28-0. And then yesterday we were out in the rain. This is how bougie I am. I went and bought a tent. Why are you buying tents? Because sugar melts in the rain. But I donated it to the team on behalf of the block. We support it so they can keep the tent for the rain and keep the kids dry too. I said too. And they won against Montclair 46-0. And I usually don't do scores because, like I said, the pendulum swings both ways. This weekend we won, but there will be no scores if we don't ever win. I'm just that unfair of a person. That's just what it is. Trev, anything special happened in your weekend?
What did I do Saturday? No, I just
aside from not answering your text. No, I'm kidding.
Who's text?
Wait, what? Are we having this conversation now?
You text me?
No, I'm kidding. No, I was on a football field. I just said. See, you don't be listening to me.
No, I heard you, but
the Eagles won, Trev. The Eagles won. That's all I know. And we are an Eagles family. I know you're not into sports, but I can't help but be into sports with two big, brawly football and wrestling kids. Speaking of, all right, I could go two ways. Speaking of kids, we just got a sad piece of news that 3 kids were found dead on Coney Island Beach. One was under 1 years old, a girl 4, and a boy 7. And they said the mom was found wandering the beach after the fact. They tried to rush the kids to the hospital, but they were all dead. What is going on? Aside from mental health issues and concerns, I feel like, I don't know. I know everybody's about I have the right to this, to procreate and recreate and all those things, but not when you just having kids and you're not right. And I also, like, how do you feel about that? You just can't be having kids and you're not right. And you also can't be having kid after kid after kid and ain't taking care of the first one. So, if there's a mental health issue, should we be able to, I don't know, sterilize people? Look, save a lot. There was worse things happening, Trav. You want to save babies, right? Like, I am really, really upset about this. These kids didn't even have a chance. Yeah. The mom is 30. She still got her life. She's still alive. I can see if you took them and then you took yourself, but she's still rolling around.
Well, maybe let's not jump to conclusions yet and see what actually happened. The
kids are dead. That's the conclusion. I don't care. I appreciate you taking the other side, but I don't care. As a mom, I don't care. Life is always hard. And I was talking to moms earlier. I was talking to everybody about not being ashamed of how you feel. You don't, as a parent, you don't always wake up and feel like being a parent and parenting. Sometimes you just want to be about you, and sometimes you need to be about you. So things like that don't happen. I don't care how aware we are about mental health issues, how aware we are that we're not feeling correct or our best. But when you have people, I'm not even going to mention the woman's name, but when you have people that project their misery and their shortcomings onto you, you have to learn how to protect your peace, because they will tear you down and make you feel like you are the worst parent just because you're not doing it the way they think it should be done. You are entitled to want to do for yourself. You are entitled to time for yourself. However you have to get it, because I'm going to tell you this, baby. If you ain't good, ain't nobody going to be good. I say this all the time. If I go down, this whole operation goes down. And my family. All things begin and end with mom, and usually me driving, or me struggling to cook some food, or me driving to a freaking barbershop. All these things. And the days keep going and going before I say, when's the last time I did something for me? Just me. Not, I gotta make sure the kid knows. So, to the point, do not ever let anybody make you feel that you're not doing a good job. Life is really hard. The fact that you woke up today and you're standing, or maybe you're sitting, but you're up. You got what it takes to keep going. You just got to believe that. Because it's only when you stop believing and take yourself out of the game that there's no chance for you. I did not mean to get all preachy, but I'll balance that out with some Ray J foolishness when we return. It's 94.7 The Block. Can always count on Ray J for a laugh.
94.7 The Block.
Black Street right there. Goes out to Seth Horowitz. A friend to the room. When I say that, friend to the room, I think immediately of Wendy. Because she started that back when we were both on 97th and First. That friend to the room. She said, Jones, you can say friend to the room and I'll say friend to the show. She gave me that. She also named me Jonesy. Although Method Man gets pretty upset because he goes, really? You want to give that to Wendy? I named you Jonesy. I called you Jonesy Wonesy. So Meth and Wendy both named me. Meth was on social media this weekend. Everybody was ranting on social media this weekend. His rant was more about why he's not on the Wu-Tang tour, I think. And I don't even know what he was trying to say, but it hinted as if he wasn't going to be able to get the money that he felt he deserved. I could be wrong, but that was the gist. I can't sit around on social media watching rants for too long because I have severe ADD and I start seeing visions of other stuff. Like, I just lose concentration. But I think that's what he was saying, because he said, I have options. And when you have options, so what does that mean when someone says they have options? That means they got coin and they don't have to be someplace they don't necessarily want to be. Although he said he loves Wu-Tang, and so do we here at the block. Yes, we do. Don't forget, join the block at the Toyota HBCU New York Football Classic. Howard University takes on Atlanta's Morehouse. I'm trying to get Jalen to apply to Morehouse. I would love for him to be a Morehouse man. Salute to Morehouse men this morning and to the Bisons. HU, you know. You could tell. We didn't have that at Syracuse. We had Let's Go Orange, clap, 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 clap. Let's go Orange. But they're going to be at the Meadowlands this Saturday, and tickets are available at hbcunyfc.com. See you there. All right, so where were we, Trev? All over the place. No, because that pissed me off. I had a flashback of a woman telling me that I need to stop trying to have a career. Those days are over. Now, mind you, her husband takes care of her. She does nothing but drive her kids back and forth to school all day, private school all day. That she is the transportation. She is the, But she got mad at me for wanting to start my band, and anything that I was trying to do, she made it feel like it was a bad thing. And so, because I know that I'm not the only one that has projecting associates in their lives, I am here to tell you, as I have been able to make it through the parenting storm, because it is a parenting storm, not that it's always bad, I'm just saying, to the other side of re-entering the workforce. Medical condition be damned, because that's really what took me out. All that talking that Power 99 had me doing kicked up my freaking thing, and I couldn't talk at all. But yeah, she said that, and then had the nerve to say, if 5,000 people knew you when you were on the radio last, only 500 know you now. Who says that? Jealous much? And I didn't have a man taking care of me. Never have had the luxury. Lost my parents young, so I've always been a hustler. So you can't ever shame me about chasing my dreams. But I only had one, and that was to make records. I wound up in radio. I wanted to make records, and I did. So once I lived my dream, I was good. People like to take jabs at my singing career, even exes. When I started exposing them for not making their little $80 a week child support payment, then they tried to attack my career and say, oh, you were only known in New York. It don't make a difference. I was known and I did what I wanted to do. So to the point, do what makes you happy. Because when you get knocked out the game or off your game, or the job gets tired of you and they, bring in somebody else, all you have is you. Stand in who you are. Don't compromise that. Double down. And know that one man's trash is another man's treasure. You can still love your children and still create a life for yourself. It's never too late. I don't know why the spirit is hitting me to keep saying this all morning. It doesn't matter. The ages don't matter. These kids nowadays, they are who we aspired to be when we were growing up. They're naming their prices. They're not just taking any and every opportunity. So, get all into that, grown folks trying to re-enter or find out who you are at this stage of your life. Because we're all, mostly the people that listen, I think, we all grew up at the beginning of hip-hop. We just have mortgages now and children. But we all need naps. That's for sure. I know I'm not the only one. I'll take one now, as a matter of fact.
I'll put this thing on automatic.
And let Coco take the show. Why not? No, because we got to do Ray J. We have to. We have to let Ray J rant again. All right, folks. It's Jonesy in the morning. 8:32 is your time. No. Oh, it's Jonesy in the morning. 8:35 is your time. There is no. That is no. So happy Monday. Happy Monday. Everybody's crazy. Neo, who just got busted for cheating on his wife for probably not the first or the second time. I think they just announced that the side chick is having another baby. And he gonna tell the wife, well, you gotta get a job. Everyone is losing their mind. You cheat on me, and I decide I want a divorce, but now I have to work? Yep. Every ass is getting up and getting a job. And then you've got R. Kelly, who's minding his business in prison, stacking and stocking up his commissary, and they just wiped that out. $28,000, just like that, and said it needs to go towards restitution. How much is that? $2 each? 'Cause I don't know how many. And didn't some of the girls come out and say that they had lied? I'm thinking I heard something about that. I try to just not get into the personal lives of musicians that I appreciate. I'm not listening to your music because of who you are as a person. I don't care. More of us should be like that. Now you guys are mad at the finalists from Bachelorette for dressing up in blackface. Pictures surfaced of him, Eric Schweer, I think that's how you say his name. And he said it was ignorant. He shouldn't have done it, and we know. But are we going to cancel? What are we doing, people? I don't know. Because every time somebody does something that pisses you off, you guys immediately cancel. There's never conversation anymore. There's no two sides of anything anymore. So I don't know. I'm asking. Yeah, Neo says that his wife, after she filed for divorce from him and requested temporary and permanent alimony, Neo objected to that and said, no, get a job. That's crazy. He also wants to keep the Georgia mansion that they share, claiming that he's been the only one responsible for the mortgage and maintenance of the property. And he's denied the request to pay the alimony, wants joint legal and physical custody of on a devoted man, or a man cheating on a devoted woman. These are the things that contribute to mental health, to the failing of one's mental health. And then you have to keep here I go back on my soapbox. You have to keep a smile on your face for the sake of the children. Because you don't want to burden the children, and they're only children. They can't help you anyway. You don't want them to see. How many times have you wanted to cry or scream or cry and scream, but because your kids and their little eyes are looking up at you, Mommy, what's wrong? You don't want to do that. You had to suck that up. And then even if you want to go and take a drive, unless you have babysitters, guess who got to strap up in that car seat? The kids. So you can't even cry in the car. It's like really a lot already. And then you go and publicly humiliate and destroy our marriage and just make me question all my decisions leading up to this. And it's just leave people alone. If you don't want to be with somebody, tell them. Because yes, they'll be mad, upset, angry. But at the end of the day, they're smart friends. Their counsel, their people that they go to will say, at least he saved you years of heartache and embarrassment. Or at least she saved you years of pain and possibly an STD. You know. It's hard to get through, but you will get through. There will be a tomorrow for you. Oh, it's a soapbox Monday, I tell you. All I wanted to do was listen to Ray J, go at Kris Jenner. Here we are.
Got a different spirit today.
So I don't know what term. Maybe it's that Raycon board. That's the board of women that's on the Raycon board. He said that's what's making him want to save his life. The women on the Raycon board. All right, Coco Chanel is up shortly, and it is, I don't know what time. I can't see that clock. It's 8:44. Watch your time, people.
94.7 The
O's in Penn State, listen close, it's Francis, the praying mantis. Attack with the Mac, my left hand spit, right hand grip on the whip for the smooth getaway. Player haters, get away, or my lead will spray. Squeeze off till I'm empty, don't tempt me. Only to hell I send thee, all about the Benjis. Why?
At 8:54 here on Jonesy in the Morning, feel free to download the Odyssey app to check us out, the entire station. Our lineup is fire. You can join us on our live IG stream at Only Jonesy Official on Instagram. We're there too. Mercury's in retrograde, I believe, until October. For those of you that believe in that stuff, it means you are not to enter any agreements, because whatever you do will be the reverse of. But whatever you do will be reversed. I've got to start bringing my... See, here's the thing. So I made this pact with God that I would stop entertaining psychics and all that stuff. But I do believe that some folks really do have the gift. And I also know it's a hit. Like, listeners love, the audience loves when I bring psychics on. So I have this cool psychic that I want to bring on, but I feel like God will be mad. Because it's kind of like, you know what I mean? That's like, I don't know if that's considered black magic or witchcrafty. I just feel away. Like, I can't be calling myself this responsible. I'm talking from my soul, that my soul is being responsible. And then you clearly know that that stuff is not what God be wanting. So the verdict's still out on that. I don't know if I want to bring that on my watch, but it is good. It's entertaining, the stuff that they be saying sometimes. But so yeah, so Mercury is in retrograde, because the planets and stuff, that's different than all that psychic stuff. The planets are the planets that carry energy, and things happen and it's real. So while I have the paper open to Scorpio, it says an interesting juxtaposition between going all out and sticking close to home may strike you at any moment, Scorpio. Tend to some matters around the house before you link up with anyone. And if you can't seem to leave your door, why not invite some people over? A fun night in your place could please everyone. I don't need a bunch of COVID pox up in my spot. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm just reading Scorpio. Get your own paper. Read your own zodiacs. Coco Chanel is up next, everybody. Keep it where you got it.
Where in New York can one find a woman with grace, elegance, taste, and culture? A woman suitable for a king. Queens.
Sometimes I have to fight because my mouth too slick.
Mouth too slick, mouth too slick.
I know that's right.
It's Jonesy in the Morning on 94.7 The Block.
At 9:01, buckle up, because now you've got two queens from Queens. Get it, Coco.
The legendary DJ Coco Chanel in the mix. In the mix. Only on New York's #1 for throwback. 94.7 The Block.
Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel in the mix, coming to a close on the Jonesy in the Morning show. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Coco Mix. You know I gotta run out of here, but you can hit me up at DJ Coco Chanel on Instagram. I'm passing it back to you now, Jonesy.
Thank you, Coke, and I'm gonna scratch your eyes out the next time you start my mix with a Mary song. Just kidding. She runs out of here so fast. It's like she doesn't want to be contaminated, Trev, by the Jonesy contaminatedness. But we'll have the mix again tomorrow morning at 6. Your only job is to be there for it. Thank you, sis. My queen from Queens. Coming up, if you missed it, the Indians, or many of the Indians, are demanding the return of one of their diamonds that was in the Queen's crown. And also, speaking of a queen, the real-life cookie, Sylvia Robinson. Remember Empire, the TV show? The real life Cookies being honored in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but they're being a little shady, and we'll tell you why. Also, we've got Ray J. He's got the Kardashian teardown of all teardown, child. It's a messy Monday here on Jonesy in the Morning, 94.7 The Block. 9:26 here on Jonesy in the Morning on a Manifesting Funk That Monday. There's been so much going on. I come with a planned show, and then life happens, and people start ranting on social media. Met the man over here ranting about why he's not on the Wu-Tang tour. He's got options. Ray J ranting over here about Kris Jenner being the mastermind allegedly behind the whole Kim Kardashian sex tape, which is what launched that whole empire when you think about it. And then you've got my friend Leland Robinson, who is the son of Joey and Sylvia Robinson, the creators of Sugar Hill Records, the beginning of hip-hop. The TV show Empire was based on her real-life persona. She had a song back in the day that our moms played called Pillow Talk. And now she's being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with Pat Benatar, Eminem, Duran Duran, Eurythmics, Dolly Parton, Carly Simon, Harry Belafonte, Jimmy Iovine, and a few others. But the problem I have, so I just spoke to my friend Leland. I'm like, oh, congratulations. He's like, here's the thing. I asked if I could say a few words because, you know, my mom's dead, my dad's dead, my brothers are dead. I'm the only living heir of Sugar Hill Records. And they said I can't speak because she's dead. What sense do that make? You got time. Cut off Harry Belafonte or let Eminem donate his time. He's gracious enough. He's still out there. He can talk someplace else. That's ridiculous. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. How many women do you know you can say in the record business that they started a genre of music? She literally started hip-hop with Rapper's Delight and the Sugar Hill Gang. Don't get me started. What's that you say? You already did? I accept. So, let's go. I accept. She created the Sugar Hill Gang and topped the Billboard's R&B charts, which hadn't been done. Rap wasn't even a thing back then. She didn't know what she was on to, but she believed in it. I think and then she got the Funky 4 plus one more, Melly Melanum. Like, this is outrageous. You need to let Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it's a slap in the face to the legacy. He's the only kid left. He's the only person left of the whole empire. Let him speak. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. Congratulations to all the inductees, but I don't like that. We got to fix that. All right. Now that the queen is gone, everybody wants their diamonds back out of the crowd. They said, get the jewels. The same thing she said when Princess Diana got killed in that car crash. Remember, she said, get the jewels. They want the jewels back. Many Indians are demanding the return of the Kohinoor diamond. It has a storied history. It's gone back and forth from this one to that one, and it's landed back with the queen. They want their diamond back. The Africans want their diamonds back. It's 2,800 stones in that crown, and everybody wants their stuff back. So give them their diamonds back, and we'll leave alone Raggedy Prince Albert, who allegedly used to hang out with Jeffrey Epstein, got a whole bunch of illegitimate kids, but still walking free. Meanwhile, R. Kelly just had his $28,000 of commissary snatched to pay restitution. These clowns are walking free. I mean, I don't think Prince Albert did what R. Kelly did to the level, but I'm just saying. Ray J got so pissed off this weekend. Kris Jenner laid the straw that broke his back. We have audio of his rant.
I'm looking at somebody mama lying and just really just laughing at like, you're gonna try to crush my career, make me look stupid when you know you was the mastermind, and then go out to dinner later and eat with your rich friends, huh? It's just like, well, we him over again. We always Ray over. He's our little like scapegoat when we want to just feel like we like special and somebody hurt us. Like, stop, like, you got me up. I start to think to myself, all right, if you already believe what these people are saying about me is true, then what the what do I gotta lose? Then to tell my truth and tell you what it really is, like, and I'm not telling you, I'm telling this, so when my kids grow up, they know the truth.
So to give you some context, Ray J, I guess Kris Jenner is now blaming Ray J for, what is he, supposedly lying on Kim or something, and Ray J's had enough. It's cost him money, supposedly, and his reputation, and he wants his honor to be reinstated, although it's been a lot of years. But he's coming out with the alleged truth behind that sex tape that he and Kim Kardashian participated in. And he claims that Kim's mom not only planned it, but that she was there watching it and made them tape multiple versions of it so she could pick the one that would make the most impact.
You know what? Here's how I look at it. Your lawyer, Marty, right? Every time somebody talk about y'all of this magnitude, y'all always cease and desist. Y'all shut that down. Y'all tried to make Black China look crazy, right? Because you felt like you had the facts. Crickets. Kim ain't responded to this at all because she know what she did. And Chris, you know you ran the play.
Running the play. Just like I said.
Y'all sued Steve Hirsch, that's a lie. $5 million, you never got $5 million. You can't print those documents up, they don't exist. You never got no money from Steve, you got $400,000, just like I got $400,000. We signed the contract the same day. You got the same contract I got, except guess what? You rushed me to sign the contract because your mama was rushing me to sign it, so guess what you did? You signed my deliverables in your handwriting, right? Because you was rushing me. So you signed my deliverables. Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, that called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it?
The first take is always the best sex take. Always. You can't repeat that. But that's disgusting. I mean, I don't know. You're giving it away for free anyway, so you might as well get something on the back end. But don't pardon the pun. Ray J's ranting. We've got more, but we'll take a quick break. Oh, what you want to do? Play a song? What are you doing, Trav? I don't know.
Yeah, one song, and then we'll come back with it.
With the rest of the clips?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's Jonesy in the morning, guys. It is 9:43 on Jonesy in the morning on a Manifesting Monday, and I want to shout out Coach Ron Kelly and his wife, one of my roommates from Syracuse, Monica. See, Monica, this is what you get for keep forwarding my calls. Monica knows I'm a mess. She can't take me. She's a pastor, so that's why she stays far away from But I wanted to congratulate her on her new project. But before I expose it, which I did on the live already, if you were listening or watching on the Only Jonesy IG stream, I wanted to get her permission because we've got big projects. She's got a big project coming, and I find it amazing when women are able to get into the film producing TV world, and I just wanted to salute her. So I will salute her without giving all her business. So Monica Sutton Kelly, Pastor Monica Sutton Kelly. Give me a call, girl. And I want to shout out all the patrons that were in the Select Room this weekend. That's a beauty salon out in, did she say it was Essex? The Select Room. You know where you are. thank you. She said the conversation in that salon was all about me, but they said, tell her to tone down because we want her to be here for a while. And then I said, Trev, have I really gone hard? Jonesy just be Jonesying, y'all. They know I just play too much.
She was thinking, watch your Jonesy, Jonesy.
Watch your Jonesy, Joe. But boom, hey, everybody got some. I'll take it easy. I try to bounce. See, this is the difference. I'm the more grown-sy Jonesy watching her Tonesy. Right? Yeah, because I'm being more responsible when I share my thoughts and opinions on stuff. It just doesn't come from let me say some shock jock stuff. It's reckless. Really from life experience now and from things I see. You guys give me the material. Ray J, That the Man, the Instagram, the Shade Room. Y'all give me the material. I just interpret it and put my opinion out there, and I try to keep it balanced and find the higher meaning, if you will, to things.
It's Gronesy Jonesy.
So, what you say?
It's Gronesy Jonesy.
Right, that's Gronesy Jonesy. But you know, this whole Gronesy Jonesy, it gets worn thin, and then sometimes I want to say, leave me the F alone-y Jonesy. like for real, y'all. Don't make me Monesy Jonesy. Shoot. I could go on for days. Let's take it to the phonesy, Joe. Let's not. I wanted to say, what did we learn today? Trev and I started this morning talking about the gods and the earth. And we tried to explain, we did our best. We gave our best try ever to explain the gods and the earth. But that's just a IUK, IYK, YK. If you know, you know. We learned that we're all one good sex tape away from going bankrupt. Big shout out to Neo's wife. She's like, what am I going to do for money? He's not giving me the settlement I want. He's telling me to go back to work. You better do that tell-all and get your sex tape positions ready. See, it's the 9 o'clock hour. I can say this. One good sex tape away from either glory or gloom. It all depends. Yeah, and give everybody their diamonds back, royal family, and stop calling the babies dark skin. Like, y'all got to stop. It's too much. Give everybody back their jewels and their stones now. Queen's Day. And shout out to all of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. But until Leland gets to at least say some words about his mom, Sylvia Robinson, we're going to keep up this. What are we? Leading the charge? Leading the charge. He's the only surviving heir. Donate. Somebody else needs to donate their time. But guys, listen, it's Monday. I don't want to overload you with Jonesy, but I do thank you for listening, and I appreciate you for waking up with us. And those of you on the stream, y'all be here bright and early every day at sometimes 5:30. So I thank you always. Please like and follow on all the things that we're told to tell you to do to make us big on social media. Do those things. And remember, say what you mean what you say, because those that mind don't matter. And those that matter, they don't mind. The end.
The new 94.7 The Block. For all station rules, go to 947theblocknyc.com.
Kelly Blue.